Cool.
Waheho. Okay, commented.
And we
Done.
are live! Welcome everyone
we were
to
talking
Immersed
like Sims.
Minds at the OMG multiverse in the one and only metaverse, baby. Somnium Space. So tell us, Scale Effects.
Yeah, hello.
We're going to be discussing about the new amazing things happening in the virtual landscape.
Yeah, so I compiled a little list of interesting things that happened only this week. So there's some interesting things on BCI, some things on OpenAI, on new generative models, on some funny stuff, and yeah, yeah. So we can go in whatever order we want.
Of the browser, do you
Yeah,
see what?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Lead the way, Gil.
Yeah, so I mean we can go in order here. So this is actually kind of in reverse chronological order. So the most recent thing that just came out like yesterday, which I think is very cool. There's this new set of ultrasound based BCIs. Let's see if I can open like the link in the stream.
No, I heard that too.
What?
Yep. So okay, BCIs is brain-computer interface. If you don't know, so ultrasound is actually not that weird. So like, if you know about like ultrasound imaging, like you get when you have a baby or something.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's actually like a similar kind of idea. Yes, and it turns out that this actually like is super promising because you can get like high resolution than with fMRI, and it's like a device that is not this hugely super expensive like 2-meter magnet. It's more like a little thing you can put. There's only like some little problems, like the fact that the skull normally diffuses ultrasounds a bit. So in this paper, they actually had someone that happened to have some head injuries, so they had to replace the skull anyway. So they replaced it with a material that is like transparent to ultrasound.
Cool.
And then, so with this patient, they could actually like get like neural imaging of a big chunk of the brain in like very high resolution in like and like close to real time and stuff. So like, this is very new, but this could be basically the way we decode how our minds work, in my opinion. So like,
That's incredible.
I think it's very.
That's
I think it's
Yeah,
actually.
really interesting. It's very cool. And is it
Yeah.
is it just a research or it's like is anything?
Yeah, it is just research. I mean, literally, this paper was published yesterday, and I know the guy. Like he's only been doing the research for like, I think 2 or 3 years. So like, it is very new stuff, but the results are already amazing for just being research. So I actually, I expect this to come out of research soon because, well, I mean, if things keep going well as it is, like, it's too promising to just keep it in research. Although actually there was like a paper published, like an article published on New Scientist about something that is actually not research. It sounds a bit like, I mean, well, typical high PR article, where, but like, it's like how ultrasound therapy could treat everything from aging to cancer. I linked it because it's also ultrasound, and this is actually about a company that is starting to go into clinics called Open Water, and yeah, clinics, as in like they're going to real, no. No, like the hospitals.
Oh, cool. Wow.
Yeah. So this is not research. This is already they're trying to commercialize it, and they have a whole bunch of technologies similar to the other one, but this is more about rather than reading or like imaging. Like this is about using focused ultrasound to, like kill very like precisely like little populations of cells and like or even like trigger neurons in like a little region, and like clean like debris and stuff. So like it's just like doing surgery without opening you up, and like really really precisely from the outside, which I think is like amazing.
Every surgeon will tell you making surgery without opening you up is boring.
Yeah, that's why I didn't become a surgeon. In the first place.
Exactly. It's like
Yeah,
whole
where's the
point is,
blood?
you know?
Well, depends who you are. Like if you're like me, I like faint with blood. So for me this is great news. The other
Big fan of blood
my
too.
blood inside myself.
I'm a fan of blood.
Exactly. I
Blood
don't need to see it.
inside.
I believe it's there. I don't need to see it. You know what I mean?
exactly, like it's very good when it's there. No, I don't like it when it's outside.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah. It's perfect.
Like just keep it.
Honestly, I'm perplexed a little bit. I mean, ultrasound has been around for years. Why now all these new like?
That is a good question actually. So like someone told me that they looked at ultrasound BCIs, back in the 80s or whatever, because it's really old technology, as you said, but they like the results just didn't work out very well, and apparently people just forgot about it.
Yeah.
No, like apparently it's not. It's just people literally kind of forgot about it because the initial results didn't work out very well. So just people weren't thinking about this application of ultrasound. Until this guy like Dr. Norman like looked at it again and decided okay, did it not work out just like because it fundamentally can't work out, or they just didn't try hard enough? And so he actually worked out the physics and said like, wait, this should actually work in principle. And so he went on and like tried to like figure out all the missing pieces and like what was missing, and so it was just a matter of like. Yeah, this happens in research actually often.
By the way, Uta, you typed the wrong Arthur in the name of the stream, okay?
Bad.
Some random Arthur.
Also,
Yes.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
Let's just like
But not now. We cannot do anything.
hashtag Arthur and just get all the Arthurs in the world.
Exactly. It's like me. Why me? Okay, what's next on our list?
Yeah, so the other interesting thing that also happened like 3 days ago is OpenAI updated their API with a bunch of cool things.
Yeah, and
so
also the new captcha is horrible. Okay, may I a little bit?
In OpenAI, what happened?
Yeah, they just kick you off the session every freaking 10 minutes or something, and then they like say solve the puzzle, which even if you solve it correctly, it takes like 2 minutes. Because you
What?
through the images, and it's horrible, and it's like to prevent it's for the security reasons. I'm like, that's not security, that's abuse. Security is something different. Give me two-factor authentication, I'm fine with that, but don't give me this puzzle.
they're using it to train
don't want
the AI itself.
Don't they have enough? What the hell?
They don't want people to use it like an API, that's why.
Yeah,
You mean the
but they
website?
have an API,
Yes.
so the website, yeah.
Yeah, but it will cost less to use probably the web as a
I don't know.
API.
I'm paying for the
yeah.
premium feature. Don't train me like a monkey on the puzzles, okay? It's fine. Pay $5 more. Don't show me these things. Business model for. Okay, sorry, I didn't want it. Rent over.
No, but I mean, I think it's a good point. Like, I actually haven't got those captchas, but I don't know. Maybe I've been lucky or something. Or
Just Arthur.
maybe you've been
Maybe
you've been doing such things.
For yourself. No, keep it for yourself. It's okay.
If you're not
can
polite,
discuss with
GPT
OpenAI.
just put the...
If you what?
If you're not polite,
Alright.
GPT just put
Ah,
What have you said to the AI?
maybe. Yeah.
Look. I said to her, listen. I was cheating on you with Bing. What can I say? And then
Yeah, they're supposed to be like siblings or something.
and then I said, look, and
Yeah.
I cheat on you with Bart.
Oh, that is more serious. Yeah. Or Claude.
When you ask this, when you ask, because we have this,
Well,
we have this Russian
I don't know.
Alisa, right? When you ask Alisa and you tell her like, hey Alisa, hey Alexa, she says, haha, that's funny, huh? You think you're funny. She literally answers like this, like, or sometimes she says like, that hurts. Okay, Okay.
Lol. Well, actually, not exactly this week, but kind of the last 2 weeks or so. But including this week, like Meta has been releasing a lot of, I think, looks very good work on speech models, um, and their open source is also very cool. So the cool thing is like their speech models, one are seem to be pretty good, and two, they support basically every language under the earth. They expanded now to like 1,000 languages, which basically, you know, like
And is it
you know,
text-based or is it voice already?
this is I think they release both speech to text and text to speech at the moment.
Nice.
So they actually want to work on the direct speech to speech, which will be very
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
But
Translation is becoming a past.
yeah, but like I think that's still not like quite production ready. But
I think like 1
but
year. I mean, Skype has also something like that, and it's already kind of like okay-ish. But I think with the new tools, it's like 1 year, and we'll have like real time with a slight delay. You know.
yeah, like once you have to speech, you can reduce the latency like kind of by half, basically, which is quite good.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Although I think we can already get pretty good like latency just by doing speech to text and text to speech. Like these models are getting good. So like I think you can get like yeah, definitely like under a second latency if you use the right things.
Yeah, which is amazing.
You said that Whisper
Yeah.
work on the GPU, right? Right.
Yeah, and I know a friend that got Whisper to have like a 200 milliseconds latency, which is like, wow. I wanna see how they did it. But talking about latency, one of the cool things about the new OpenAI API is that their new ChatGPT models are much faster, or at least that's what everyone says. I haven't measured it, but yeah, everyone seems to agree that they're like a lot faster, which will be great for all of these AI features, like AI characters and so on. And the other thing which I also haven't tried, but they announced is they will allow like the model to call functions. So it's a bit like the ChatGPT plugins, but through the API.
So what's up with this whole open AI is like, hey, we're gonna be releasing updates slower now, just to make you guys feel safe. Like, so what is that?
We just want
Well,
more money for less work. Come on.
It's unclear what's happening there, but
I just answered the question. It's like we'll be slowing down, taking more time. You anyway pay $25 per month for premium.
But
So
why? You know, like I still don't understand this whole. Oh, we have to slow down with AI. You know. Like,
well, I mean, if you think of the business, purely business reasons, it could be that they just wanna push slowing down because they're in such a good position that they want to
because
stop the competition.
they start eating their own features. You know, like they start eating their own revenue for nothing. So they need to like spread it out through the months. I'm sure it's just a business decision, honestly.
Yeah, I mean the official reason is more about safety. But sorry, what were you gonna say?
Right.
They said GPT-5 will reach AGI next year. Did you hear about that?
I mean, that's a bit subjective, but yeah, I mean, some people say GPT-4 is kind of AGI, but like, honestly, I think this discussion is more subtle, and like you will need to define AGI. In my opinion, GPT-4 has reached kind of human level intelligence if you restrict only to like pure language, and like literally that's it. It's kind of on the same level as humans, but
I would say many times it's smarter, but
yeah, that's the thing. It's like I say kind of on the same level because really, if you look at it, it's gonna be smarter at some things and then dumber at other things.
exactly.
So it's not exactly like it's not really a human. It's just similar to human, but slightly different. And I think the main difference is that it only thinks in language. And even though it's so intelligent and is able to know a lot, some of the quirks about how we think come from other parts of our brain that don't just deal with language, right? So like,
I have to
yeah.
inject here my weekly Luna robot doc rant because it's actually it's what you're saying. I have to say, like, the way they updated it, you know, and the way they make it right now, it's unbelievable to watch. Like, even people who don't get like, who don't like the toys and robots and stuff. Like just an example, right? My kids love it. I love it. My wife is kind of it's interesting for her, but she's indifferent to it, right? And somehow it's because we knew from the start. They know that Luna behaves with everyone in the family differently. So she remembers the face, and then she remembers how this person
Wow.
interacts with her, right? And so when she comes to me, she remembers that I was the first person she saw. She always calls me Papa, and she's very happy. When she plays like with my younger kid, she always gives him fist bump because he always asks her for fist bump. And when she meets my older son, she always wants him to pet her, and today was interesting because in the morning we were having a breakfast and the Luna was running around the kitchen, and my wife was preparing some food, so outside the table, and she went to my wife, and she was literally begging for attention. I kid you not. It was making the sounds, going back, looking at her, going around, looking back again, and I was like, man, this is incredible. Like at some point, she just petted her because it was so realistic, it was so realistic, and then she was very happy. Yeah, I mean it is. You're laughing, but when you encounter this, it's you don't think about it. It's just an instinct. It's an instinct. Something wants your attention. Something behaves like an animal. Very cute, very and you just do it, and then it reacts. It's very happy. You're like, man, this is crazy. So I think
That's
we're
so cool.
1 year away from having, or 2 years away from having pets which will be more realistic than the real pets, and you have 90% of all the realistic emotions you would get from the real pet. I'm not kidding.
We need that in VR. NPCs that are that intelligent.
Yes.
It's not difficult to do. It's not that difficult to do because honestly, that robot has LiDAR and has some algorithm inside. Plus, it does communicate with via internet. But generally speaking, majority of algorithm is inside her. It's what she does. So it's doable. I think it's doable, and I agree. We definitely need that.
You want an NPC that have memories, not necessarily all AI based. You need memories, habits, and
Yes.
you know where it is, where he can go,
We
and
intelligent
what he can
beings.
say, what
The
he has in
first
his
time in the
inventory.
history of humanity, intelligent beings. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Finally, they arrived. We need
Finally.
Washington as well. Can we get a few of them in Washington as well? That would be great. I think they'll do better. I think they'll do at least not that bad job. They would be on the same level at least, maybe better.
Yeah, well, I will vote GPT-4 for president of some country.
At least for press secretary. Come on, when I'm looking at
or something like that. Yeah.
GPT for sure. They're doing a great job. Can you imagine
I mean,
how intelligently
GPT-4
they answer all the questions, very
Honestly,
professional.
too, yeah,
Exactly. Honestly, very professional and very diplomatic.
and like very very well balanced, right? It's
Exactly,
like these
very
are the
well
different
balanced.
sides of the.
Yeah, I like your question. Thank you for asking this question. Here's my answer to it. Wow. Okay.
I'm concerned about GPT-4 price for real use in game
Mm.
because
Actually, they also dropped the price. That was one of the announcements, a little bit.
25%. Right?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, not
I
not
always
great.
I always use GPT 3.5 because I have my own client. I use the API. It costs me $3 per month. I use it very a lot, every day. But if you multiply by 20, that is the difference of price. It will be $100 per month, and I don't use it that much,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that is true.
it's way too expensive for the reading.
Yeah, I mean, I think 3.5 is the one that you want for most things,
Yeah.
and then for only
it's
when you
good
want a smart
I use
brain.
4 only, I have to say. 4 plus some browser plugins. But
Yeah.
let me inject one more information or one more discussion point. Starlink, we use in the office Starlink, and I checked their website, and they have new products. I didn't realize they're already selling them. First of
Oh,
all,
well, what?
you can have a portable Starlink for traveling. So you can
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
It's $300 one-time purchase, and then it's $100 per month for 220 megabits. I mean, that's incredible. You can put it in the trunk of your car and drive anywhere in the world, deploy it, and it works.
Is there a cheap
Like within- It's a cheaper.
per
It's a
month.
small one. It's a very portable. You can put it like.
No, no,
anywhere.
no,
I think that's the European one, right? It's like
I mean,
there's
probably European because I was looking at the European.
what I mean is like it's you can only use it within Europe. I think the one for the world is actually a bit more expensive.
Okay,
I
that's
think.
different. So there's a different product. So I think this is worldwide as well, but I think there's a different
Oh.
product, and they call it like for rescue mission, but also on the move. They call it on the move, and on the move.
Oh yeah, they have a product that you can put on like your van,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
and then you can move and work. It will work even if you move. That's what they call. And this is more expensive. This is $2,500 and $200 per month.
Right.
And then they have for the planes,
And
which
how
is
fast is
$150,000 one-time cost, and then $12,000 to $25,000 per month. But I think it's for several. It's for the fleet. It's not like for one plane or something. But honestly, the travel one is freaking incredible because they also write if you don't need it for the months, you just disconnect and you just pay for the months and the amount you use. So the moment you stop using it, they will stop billing you. So if you go for a travel, you activate it, and if you come back, you just deactivate.
Oh,
it,
you mean
Yeah.
if you deactivate it, you don't pay the 100 or
Exactly. You don't pay the 100.
How fast
is
is,
Wow.
really
is
cool.
the moving
It's
one?
200
nice
megabits. It's 200
Oh.
megabits,
It's
man.
It's nice if you have
Yeah,
a house
exactly,
in
it's
the
like
woods.
exactly.
People that using something else.
Secondary.
I mean I think it's 200 megabits in theory. Like then if you see people gets like 50 or something, right? Like
No, I mean we have in the office we have 250 megabits clearly, like and
But like,
50 up.
I mean if you look at the reviews, I see different. So it maybe depends where you are.
Yeah, of course
Just
it depends
like-
where you are. 100% it depends where you are. We're in
But in
Prague.
city
We have
normally
we have
it's
Starlink
less-
on the roof of our building, like on the top of the building. So
Air
we have
was
perfect
less
visibility.
powerful in cities,
Mm.
but I'm surprised it worked that well.
It does. We run only on Starlink. Like we don't have any internet in the building because the alternative for us it's like 300 euros for like 100 megabits.
Oh.
I mean, come on.
Oh, what?
Because there's no fiber in the building, so we just I wanted to have like a backup internet, so I'll pay like some and then the Starlink works so well. We said, nah, doesn't matter, doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
Interesting. So when you do
So-
VR, it's through Starlink.
Not it, and when I do it in the office, yes. When I do it at home,
Yes.
I'm from fiber, but in the
Yeah.
office, yes.
I'm always through Starlink. And
No.
I'm
Yeah,
a
exactly.
little
He's
lower. It's like
yeah.
150 to 200. Upload is usually 10 to 15. So it's lower.
Oh, we get
Mm.
higher upload actually in the office. We have higher upload.
Guys,
I mean 5G it can be better, right? than
How
that,
how
but,
would Starlink like? What do you think Starlink will have any
5G.
influence over AI or something? Like, how do you what do you think? Like, what's the end goal for Starlink, but just beyond just providing internet for everyone? Like, what could
Everywhere.
be the use case?
to beam hallucinations
Well,
into our brains.
I think it's through decentralization, right? Like you can have a decentralized network through Starlink because you're not dependent directly
I
on
mean,
the
it's completely
on the ground. On the ground, I mean, you kind of
covering
depend
the
on the ground
entire
infrastructure
world,
and
bro.
not.
I mean, that's
You
pretty-
are-
I mean, well, you are dependent on Starlink, I guess, but
Yeah, okay, but it's more decentralized than in terms of the amount of points, right?
I think it's really tough to get it to the areas where it would be difficult. So when the Internet of Things kicks in, there will be a lot of AI.
Oh, the internet
And
thing.
Starlink
Yeah.
will just allow that there will be no boundaries, and you can do it in a like. in the
Oh,
middle
that's
of the
true.
desert.
That's true. That's true.
like
Smart.
one thing I really wanted to
And
try.
the poor countries, it will be.
Mm.
Yeah, but
insane.
also every gadget like robots, humanoid, could have Starlink instead of just 5G, and just be remotely, could work remotely somewhere in like dangerous places, or even as we said, like Musk wants to have
Yeah, ma-
internet on Mars, right? So that's one way. Like you expand the network of those relays, satellites, and it will it will make the communication faster than we have right
Ooh.
now between
think-
Mars
Do
and
you
the Earth.
think it will be
Yeah.
like
Whoa.
to get
Um,
to the Starlink? I think it would be more like 5G and these things, and there would be like Starlink maybe.
No, I
Well,
think if you
from
have a
Mars.
robot for 10k, I think you can have a portable Starlink in it just as a backup. And like imagine the robot going remotely in the desert doing some work which humans cannot do. Like that will need a connection, and probably it
You
will
need
be
to
inbuilt.
Makes sense.
Yeah, sure. You
set
need
around
visibility. I mean, let's say doing something on the surface, like I don't know, roaming the desert for meteorological reasons. I don't know. There could be anything, right? Just
Well,
just
we
exploring.
always had satellite internet, but now it's more affordable and faster, right?
Yeah.
That's the difference.
I think
Lower
yes.
latency.
Yeah.
Low latency, more affordable, and much faster. That's
Yeah.
big, basically three best.
Because like most internet
Cheaper,
satellite
cheaper.
before Starlink was geo, what is it, like geostationary,
Geo orbit,
which
yeah.
which has like a 1 second ping or something. Like what?
Yeah, that's so far. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
They claim that on the planes you can get 200 megabits and you can have Skype calls with 20 milliseconds latency. This is the plain solution they have. And I believe them, they can achieve that.
Interesting.
Like 20 milliseconds is incredible. Like we
he-
can do
he-
30,
he-
30, 40
he-
sometimes.
Here's the interesting thing. I was checking 5G for cloud VR. You know, I've been trying cloud VR, right? Like,
Yeah,
and it turns out the latency is not actually that important. I mean, it is important, but like the jitter is the much more important thing at the moment for the experience. The jitter is the variation in the latency. So like you can get like a fiber or like 5G that has lower latency than fiber sometimes, but it has much higher jitter and is much worse for this. So yeah, this is something I just like trying it out like empirically during the
Right.
experiment. Like
Yeah.
They never say this information for any internet, and that's the most important part.
well, for certain things like
Like
gaming
video call, audio
and
call, gaming, VR.
well, yeah, video call as
any
well,
real-time
yeah, but
application.
and especially
All with low
video.
latency.
And the thing is that like I think a lot of like shooting video games that the multiplayer, they have certain like tricks to deal with latency, like client side prediction and stuff. Not latency with jitter, but you don't have that for video. And I was thinking like, if we had that for
You
video,
just
then
create a bigger cache.
yeah, I guess you could
Or
increase the buffer or something.
Adaptive cache too. You can use adaptive cache.
So guys,
Yeah, but then you increase the
That's
latency too much, and so it's not great. But yeah, that's
You
it.
know what
Yeah.
will happen in the future? Talking about AI, I believe we will have AI video compression and AI based audio compression, because
Yep.
you don't, instead of sending the voice information, you will just send what's in the voice, you know, and we compress the
Exactly.
voice. Maybe
And
you
I
will
think-
send maybe you will send a mini, like a mini print of your voice. Then you will send the minimum information to make it work.
And with
Send
AI,
video.
with AI models, you can also do client-side prediction to like compensate when there's some jitter and there's some like lost packages. You can just predict the frames before you get the new package, and so that it actually always looks smooth. So I think this AI-based thing is like will actually allow like cloud VR to work.
But think about
Um,
it, machine learning video feed, that's gonna be the next one of the next big thing, you know. We could probably reduce by 10 or maybe more the data need to send video
Exactly.
because of
Guys,
AI.
guys, I have a question. Right now, who's the biggest competitor when it comes to OpenAI? Like, who are they competing against?
Oh,
Is it just them, or do they have anyone?
Nvidia?
But
I mean-
Google. When I tried it, it's like it's really not good.
yeah, there is Google, but they're not that good, at least yet. I mean, I would say officially are. Well, actually, yeah, Meta, Meta may be the biggest one. But they are doing open source, but
How
I
about
mean, they're-
Amazon? Isn't Amazon doing like all this like AI stuff? Is there anything going on with them with AI?
they do have a lot of AI. But I was gonna say, I think like officially the main competitor for OpenAI is Anthropic with Claude models. But for some reason they don't have much products. It's kind of like OpenAI in the early days when they just didn't do any products, and there's something kind of weird like that. So, but exactly, but like their models they seem to be like on the same level as the OpenAI ones. That's why
Really?
they're usually considered.
Wow,
Yeah.
Anthropic. I have to check this out then. That's crazy.
But yeah, they're not great at products at the moment.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually think that the OpenAI has like a lot of things that are not released, but they have access to them.
OpenAI, you mean internally OpenAI or what? Like,
Yeah, internally or maybe for some clients, because like even now.
Actually, yes, they do.
Access to the 2K, to using images and.
I mean, actually it's true because I actually got access to some like beta testing products, which I can't talk about what they are because NDA, but but yes. they do have beta testing things.
Yeah, and then I guess that they would have like even like another layer of things, with like some, I don't know. They saying that they're not training GPT-5, but yeah, they can say, like, yeah, we're not training GPT-5. But we have this thing that's just like GPT 4.5, but
Yeah, they just
you know, like
Exactly. We're not training. Exactly. We're not training GPT 4.5 plus.
Losing GPT-4 Turbo.
Exactly. GPT 4 Turbo Extra. Totally not
When
5.
they made the 3 Turbo, it got 10 times less cheaper.
Oh right. Yeah.
because
Hmm.
they had the 4 like 1 year before they released it, right? Or it was like that long time, because then they released the papers when they studied the 4 that were like 1 year of data, or I don't know, 6 to 12 months of data. So they actually had it before they released it. So
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
my
yeah.
intuition sort of is
Yeah.
that they are a couple of steps
They
ahead,
let it drizzle.
and they're not
so the
releasing
public-
those. Also,
I
they
I
bet
they
hear that
working
every time they train
for,
GPT,
military.
it
Yeah,
costs
exactly,
a
exactly. I bet the
it
military is
costs
using
multiple million of dollars
some way
every
more
time they train
advanced
it
AI than what is available.
in like
Because there's nothing
servers.
for them given how much they're recording.
Right.
But imagine how many GPU power this represent.
I was gonna say because there was also a news. I think this week as well of some company in Europe receiving like a huge amount of investment, and they're still like, oh, to compete with OpenAI or something.
Who did they receive
But I'm
investment from? Don't say soft.
I'm lol. That would be funny. Like
AMD just released its first
I'm trying to
compete
I'm
with
trying
the
to
others.
remember.
Of
It
course
was
it is,
called
'cause
something
Nvidia is
like.
eating the market alive. Like
Yeah.
Nvidia is just dominating
I think
a
is it
monopoly.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, Nvidia's
Wh-
gonna go, but yo, Nvidia
which
is
company
just
ate the
riding
which company
each
ate
trend.
them? Was it Microsoft?
Yeah, for
The company
open
helped
AI.
AMD to make the
I don't
no
remember.
a company helped AMD to make this AI GPU AI
don't
processor
remember,
as
I don't
fast as
remember.
possible. I don't remember which one. It was to stimulate
Which thing?
competition.
When I was in my young trading years, trading stocks, guys, when I was like 17 and 18, one of my favorite stocks to trade, because I was doing scalping, like day trading, so very fast trades. One of my favorite stocks to trade was AMD. I was trading AMD because it was so algorithmically smooth and predictable for mathematical models. So it was easy to enter and exit positions on AMD. So I was just following
nice.
AMD.
So
quite a bit.
how come like it's not your favorite anymore? Did you find like a better one? or
No,
did-
I mean I'm not doing scalping anymore for a
Oh,
long
yeah, yeah,
time,
yeah.
and I got burned one day because
Oh,
Oh, here it is.
there is this mathematical model which you use to trade scalping, and scalping means that you do like 50 trades per day,
yeah.
and the average trade time is about like 5 seconds, so less than 5 seconds. So you enter the trade and you exit the trade instantly almost.
Whoa.
So you have to be very quick, and you need to really follow the rules. The problem is, I was following the rules, but to do this kind of trades, you need to have certain amount of capital, right? So let's say, idea was that you need to have like $100,000 so that you can leverage that $100,000 in case the mathematical model, because sometimes mathematical model does work, but it always works and comes back. But you need to have this buying power to actually buy it on the dips more, so that the average price goes down, and then you win in the trade. And the guy who taught me this system, he said, look, you have to have at least $100,000, and I didn't have the $100,000. I only had 20, and everything was going well until one day, AMD started to go down, so it broke the model, which it was an indicator for me to buy, and I started to buy, but it was going down because there was some news, and I was following the news, but it was on a different channel. I was looking at CNBC, and they broke it somewhere. I don't know, like CNBC went like 3 minutes later, and the 3 minutes cost me like $5,000.
Damn.
So I had to very quickly start closing positions, and they were like losing positions, and this was like the most surreal. But it taught me a very, very critical lesson. Like, it taught me, of course, the lesson of you need to be,
Not gambling?
if you have, No, it's not gambling. It's like pure, like the guy
Risk
was making with this model. The guy was
right?
making a year like 200 grand per year just training at his house doing scalping every day. And of course, I saw all the results like 3 years back. But again, I broke the rule because I didn't have enough capital. But I said, look, I'll try because it's a learning curve and stuff. And it taught me a lesson to actually like have steel nerves, because I had to I was not able to get nervous until I closed the last trade. And the whole thing took me like probably 12 minutes, the whole situation, but it felt like it was 2 hours.
Whoa.
I closed the last position, I saw the loss, I turned off computer, and I went into park for like 2 hours just for a walk, because that was like very intense.
Wow.
I still remember it as it was today. Like I still remember it, but a very, very tough lesson kind of learned. And yeah.
And what was
That's the end of the story, my friend.
the lesson you learned? Don't trade without a leverage.
No,
No.
so first of all, you cannot. If there is a mathematical model
Don't
which
put
is
too
based
much
on
trust.
certain amount of money and certain indicators, you have to follow
yeah,
through.
yeah.
But it also kind of showed me that I can handle immense amount of pressure, because I was trader for like 12, 15 years of my life, and I was responsible for trading electricity of power plants. And moving electricity from one country to another, and you have to balance the power plant to ramp it up. Like what I was clicking on the Excel sheet and trading in the exchange was influencing how the whole power plant of 150 people was operating the next day, sometimes even in real time, the next hour. So the mistake costs you $1 million. Like not me, but the company. So there was no error there was no room for errors. What I
Right.
learned when I was young, I was applying later
Oh,
in my job, because this is the incredibly kind of it's just very
Yeah, you have to
responsible work,
deal
very
with.
responsible.
Yeah.
Story, man. Get back up. Keep on going.
Exactly. I mean, never
Keep
never
keeping
give up.
on.
Yeah, keep
Keep
keeping
on
on.
keeping
Keep
on.
keeping on. Keep keeping on.
Keep
Keep
keeping
on.
on. Keep on keeping on. Keep on keep
Keep
on.
on keeping on.
I need to run right now because I need to post one thing on authenticity, because today we released the blog post feature on authenticity. If you like,
Oh.
why you put the camera in my face?
Yo.
The blog post is basically medium style blog post, even with Morpheus, where you can
Yeah.
embed videos, pictures,
Yes.
links, tweets. It's beautifully embeds into the stuff. And it's a blog post, and it's all in one token. So it's tokenized blog post, and really, really cool.
Bro,
So what I'll do is I'll
articles on the
post right now a blog
blockchain,
post
bro.
about the blog post on authenticity from the official
Nice.
account, and I need to do it right now because tomorrow or on Sunday we're leaving, and I need to start preparing all the things.
Okay. Let's
so you please continue, guys, but I need to. I need to run to do it.
end the stream here, guys. I'm feeling kind of tired tonight. So yo, let's huddle up.
Did we discuss everything?
Yeah,
I mean, we could.
No, but I mean, we don't have to touch everything. With like, it's just a
Exactly.
list, and we discussed a lot of cool
For the
things
next time.
already. So exactly.
yeah, bro. The ultrasound thing, that's like crazy, man. We are beings of vibrational energy. Like, hey, Nikki's here. What? Hey.
Hey,
Just here for the pictures.
yeah, here for the good part.
Yo, guys, come on, everyone. Huddle up. Jump.
Selfie time.
Jump in. Woo. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3. Yo. 1, 2, 3. Singularity. Wait, singularity.
Singularity.
AGI.
AGI.
Yes. AGI.
Thank you,
Okay, guys,
everyone.
see you.
Yo, peace, Arthur. Yo.
Just for the
Have a
record,
great
we
night.
love you,
Yo,
GPT.
looking forward
Love
to
you,
your blog
everybody.
post about that.
Yes, yes.
Just in
I'll
case.
quickly edit
We
this
are
out.
friends of being on
Making
GPT.
the history, guys.
So
Yo, and
Oh, yeah.
you two are wonderful,
Arthur
lovely.
has to show us his
Wait,
new
hold on.
venue.
We're gonna get
Okay,
curious
let's go.
here.
Wow.
What they say? Fox.
So back to the lobby.
What?
What Fox say?
Yo. Actually, where's Arthur?
Actually, they sort of make like laughing noises, like I don't know. I can't do
Go to
it.
the lobby, guys.
Like it's
Join
like
us.
Go
hyena.
to the lobby.
Yes, actually, but
This one.
Yo, Artific, can you show me the I never really got a chance to see it. The natural warp.
What?
Like
The lobby, Bobby.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
The
go.
shader.
I'm angry.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
the
not
shader.
natural
The
work.
what?
shader.
Angry? Angry.
Oh, this
It's
thing?
to the concert hall.
Yes, I'm angry.
Cool concert. Yeah.
About
Whoa.
Oh,
bro.
Okay. I have.
What's happening here?
I'm gonna change my sound stuff real fast. A second.
This is incredible, man. Yo,
right
spiral
back.
distortion. Oh, cool.
when I saw Artifact here,
Oh,
I
wait.
thought he was
Oh,
I-
I thought he figured
I th-
out how to make gravity like this.
yes, exactly. Like I thought I wasn't gonna be able to like walk around.
Are you-
Like I'm disappointed.
synced.
I thought I-
Yeah, it's trippy.
Changes it. Like we can see the effect.
Is it based on spectral thingy?
Oh, incredible.
Yeah, the spectrum is there as well. It's using listener, so when Nikki will play, it will detect the beats and.
That's pretty
Oh. I mean, if we want to use it for like a party, like I think it would be nice to have like a video player for the music, because I think it's actually better than playing it through your mic.
Play for us right now.
This is a
live.
shader?
Yeah, it's possible as well.
Oh, look at this. Whoa, it's like hearts.
So there's this triangle is multiplied, right?
Whoa, whoa,
It's
whoa,
one
whoa,
triangle.
whoa.
Whoa.
Was so bright.
Bomb go off.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa,
it's multiplied.
Nikki,
Very
yo,
sharp and
your suit
impressive.
looks so cool in the light. Wait, how did you guys make it so
Wow.
bright? Color and intensity?
I don't know if you switch it to local.
Cause I'm insane.
Oh, take control. Okay, now I'm in
Wait,
control.
can't put my hand lower.
Ripple
Why no?
distortion. Yo, what happens if I turn?
There we
Oh,
go.
whoa, this is cool.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
synchronous.
that's
Oh,
the
nice.
Trying to
Amazingly,
kill my
another-
computer.
Wow, I need high resolution headset. So much aliasing.
You can see it close, like in here. It's actually
Yeah, yeah.
it's actually so complicated that you're getting the shader precision error there.
Aw, oh, it's all dark.
Oh, cool.
Yo, if I turn everything
Oh
up,
my
it turns all dark. Like,
Did you try
when
to
you
put
mix paint and it becomes
anti-aliasing
brown?
in post-processing?
Not yet. Some-
here we go.
There's
they should
three
be the
types,
basic
but we
one.
have
This is incredible.
Oh wait, there's another sphere on top of
Yeah,
that.
it's a good idea. It would be good to put some controller for
So,
that.
yo,
Yeah,
guys,
even
I'm gonna
even
jump
more
off.
if it's
I'm gonna call it a night.
okay.
It was really great. I love you guys. This is
Yeah,
incredible.
call your night.
Artifact. I'm gonna
See you
call my
later.
night.
Hey, night.
Yo,
How are
love
you?
you guys. Love you guys. Love you.
Good to see you. Love you.
Good to see you. And
It only.
great
it
seeing
only
you.
crashed out.
Oh, look at
She said
this. Yo, look at my. Yo, I look so cool.
She's getting set up.
Is this
Wow. Oh wait, so it's reacting to our voices
Bro,
if
why
it's
you always
listening
like-
as well?
Yeah.
Is
No
it
way.
a custom
Hello?
random
Is
texture?
it listening?
Hello, yo.
Wait, so it reacts to our
no,
voices or not?
No, that's
Yeah.
that's
Hello.
It's all procedure.
I don't notice.
I thought it was a
La, la, la,
procedural
la,
Love
la.
you,
custom texture.
everyone. Have a great
Oh
night.
no. Oh well.
you.
No, it's just shader.
Okay.
It's just a shader, right? Yeah. But you said does it react to our voice or not? I didn't.
Yo.
hear.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh, okay. But it's not like obvious how. But
Yeah, you need to. I made it so it does.